going down, I want to stop things really, really quick and let you know I've been thinking about you. So at the beginning of the year, I always get calls from different coaches and business owners that want to really maximize their online brand and turn their followers into paying clients, but they just don't understand how. So I went back and I studied the industry, and I noticed a lot of different coaches are offering different online programs that ultimately are leaving business owners stuck after the program because the business owner still doesn't truly understand what they need to do in order to build their online brand presence. So what I did was I created a 10-week learning plan. Now this 10-week learning plan is specific for your business where we work together one-on-one and I'll walk you through how you're able to turn your content into leads and sales, bringing your customers down a full journey. Now this learning plan is going to walk you through everything you need to know. So it's no more jumping from YouTube video to YouTube video trying to figure all this stuff out yourself. Now, if you want to learn more about this learning plan, go ahead and click the link below and I'll talk to you soon. And I guess we could start it off with a content tip. So I'm on live. I was on live. So I'm on Instagram live and I'm on Zoom with y'all. So y'all was muted on purpose. So quick tip. Get content, y'all. Like get content. I always be getting content, even from this webinar or what Zoom call that we're on right now. You can be getting content. If I was you guys, something I would do, I would take a picture of this and then I would post it on my page or either post it on my story and say, hey, educating myself for a quick hour on a Saturday before I get out. Hey, on the call, learning how to grow my Instagram page, just something related to you learning or growing, because ultimately people will want to work with you if they see that you're actively in the industry, figuring out how to become better on a consistent basis. So just to let you know, this is content in itself. Take a picture of the screen, take a picture of what's going on and just post it on your story, post it on your page. Make sure you tag us if you do. At Ja Allen, I'm pretty sure at the Coach Shaniqua. Tag us if you do, but let the people know that you're actually educating yourself on the weekend. I remember one time I post like a lot in the morning. So in the morning time, I post a lot on my story, while I used to more so. And I remember I got a client one time because she literally got on the thing and said, oh my God, I want to work with somebody that's up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Like literally, that's what she said. I want to work with somebody that's up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So again, use this opportunity to also get content for your brand and let people know that you are really actively becoming the best in your industry. I'm telling you, but we're going to keep letting people get on. But the good thing about this, y'all not going to have to listen to Ja talk for the first 20, 25 minutes. I'm super excited that y'all gave me an hour of y'all Saturday. Like, I'm grateful for that. I know that's a big thing, a big commitment on a Saturday, but I also just want to really put some praise on you guys for getting on a call on a Saturday to grow your business. It's a lot of business owners that register for this call that's probably not even going to get on this call. They're going to wait on the replay. They're going to wait to see what happens next. They're going to be waiters, but you guys are actually on this call learning and wanting to grow right now. So I just want to take a moment to just congratulate you on that, man. Like that's huge. That's big. That's really, really, really big. And again, I'm not going to take too much of your time, so I'm going to keep us on schedule. And at 11:07, I put on the schedule that I would be introducing the Coach Shaniqua, which I'm super excited to have her on the call. This actually is funny. I met Coach Shaniqua through another network, the Moguls Connect, and we just kind of been connecting ever since, watching each other grow. She's also in a branch of marketing where she focuses on branding and social media. So that's going to be a huge focus on what we're going to be talking about today. But I don't want to really steal any of her thunder. I want her to be able to introduce herself and just let you guys know about what it is that she do and what she's going to be going over for these first 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and I would definitely let Coach Shaniqua take it over. So you got the floor.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for that introduction, Ja. I'm Coach Shaniqua. I'm a brand and social media coach. I help female coaches and entrepreneurs, service providers, content creators, all of the above, to really brand and market themselves on Instagram, turning the knowledge that you have, the experience that you have, and monetizing that over on social media. I like to focus on branding from the inside out. So today I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys 5 ways that you could, 5 steps to help you grow your Instagram account. So I'm going to actually share my screen. Ja, I think you got to give me permission. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and then we are going to jump right in. At the end, I am going to open for questions. So if you have questions along the way, just drop them in the chat and I'll revisit those questions at the end. I want to celebrate each of you for jumping on, like Josh said, on a Saturday morning. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you guys can definitely, but you guys are here. So I already see a question. Do you have to have 5,000 followers to get monetized? No, you can get monetized with 2 followers. You do not have to have, any certain amount of followers. So let me share my screen here. Hopefully I do this right, y'all. Y'all let me know, if y'all can see this. All right, so welcome to How to Grow on Instagram. Super excited again to be here. Thank you all for taking the time out to be here as well. So a little bit about me. I'm a brand and social media coach, speaker, and women's empowerment enthusiast. I absolutely love supporting the women. No shade to the men. I like to focus, like I said, on branding from the inside out. I believe in pity, purpose, integrity, transparency, trust, and you. I believe in you wholeheartedly. I don't even know y'all yet, but I 1000% believe in you. I believe in the thought power that you have, and I believe that you can monetize off of that thought power and your experiences. In less than 1 year, I have ditched my 9-to-5 job. I quit August 11, 2021, and I'm so grateful. I haven't looked back since. I grew my Instagram following to over 7,000 followers. I know to some people that might not be a lot, but it is to me. And I got every single client I have ever had, y'all, straight from the ground. Every single client I have ever had found me straight on Instagram. Aside from those things, I'm a daughter to the Most High. Of course, I am a wife. I have kids. My kids are 4 and 5. They're 15 months apart. So if y'all know anything about their mom life, I definitely understand. I'm a stationery lover, coffee lover, and I love having new experiences, you guys. So that's just a little bit about me. I like to do that to let people know, like, I'm just a person, just like you're a person. Nothing separates me from you, aside from the fact that Ja asked me to come on here and talk today. That's it. We the same. All of you could be doing this too. So today I'm going to give you guys these 5 steps. You guys can screenshot this if you would like. But the 5 steps are the 5 steps to social media growth, you guys, is first a problem. The second step is how. The third step is who. The fourth is when. And then the fifth is to connect. So let's go back to problem. I want you all to think about a problem that you can solve for people. In reality, people are coming to Instagram, people are coming to the internet because they are looking for a solution, whether that solution be laughter, whether that solution be DIY, whether it be how to do something, whether it be parenting, whether it be exercising. Everybody is coming to social media looking for some type of solution, right? So I want you to think about something that you've been through or experienced in your life. I want you to think about a market or a specific group of people that you're passionate about for a specific reason. These things are going to help you identify the problem that you solve, right? If you come onto social media and you're trying to reach everybody and you just want to reach a certain number of followers, but those followers are not good quality or they're not well vetted out followers, then you're going to find yourself frustrated and not making money on Instagram, okay? So these things are really important. Think about something that gravely frustrates you, okay? If you go into a place and you hate that it's out of order, chances are you have some sort of passion or you're meant to solve a problem when it comes to organization, right? Think about a problem that you already naturally solve for others. So if you're the friend that everybody want to call about their man, you the friend everybody want to call about their kids, then those are the areas and the industries that you may be a naturally good fit for, whether it's product-based or whether it's service-based, okay? The second step, you guys, is the how. You have to identify how you solve that specific problem. How I approach social media and how Ja approaches social media, they're totally different, yet we both find success, right? So you have to think about how you're going to solve that specific problem. What method do you use to navigate people from point A to point B? That's really what matters. People care about the results and the transformation. All right. Think about the messaging, the tone, and the voice of your brand. Anybody ever heard of ET? I like to use him as an example because he's like, yo, what's up? You know, I'm the hip hop preacher, you know, and then me, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? So we have two totally different tones of voices. And to Josh's point, you know, everybody's not going to vibe with that. Some people can't get up at 5 a.m., you know, to her example, and some people, they thrive at 5 a.m., right? So think about your messaging, your tone, your voice, and your approach to social media. So you shouldn't conform to social media. Social media needs to conform to you and who you are, okay? Think about your unique approach and personality. Think about your video style, your content style. If you guys have seen the collaboration reel that John and I did, I'm up here blowing bubbles and all happy and excited. And she's just like, yo, this information, y'all gonna get this work or y'all not gonna get this work. So think about your style and how you want to show up. And that is naturally going to help you grow on Instagram. Your vibe truly attracts your tribe. Okay. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true, y'all. Okay. And the third step, you guys, is who. Okay. A lot of times we naturally think male or female. And while that may be easy to depict in the beginning, that's not the only thing that you want to know about who it is that you're targeting when you come to social media. Okay. So when you when you come on social media, you want to identify who it is that you are solving a problem for. Okay. Think more descriptive, like what problem they're having. Go back to the problem that they're having and think about what their day-to-day activities, what their day-to-day lifestyle may be, what their day-to-day challenges may be. And think about their overall as a person, not just male or female. It's so much more than that. Think about their interests. Think about their hobbies, their dislikes. What are their buying habits, right? This is really going to help you to develop your target audience or client avatar. All right. Think about their level of emotional awareness. Okay. Think about, you know, their state of mind. Everybody doesn't have a particular mindset to do a particular thing. Are you going to help them navigate through that mindset? Are you going to help bridge that gap in that mindset? And if not, then make that clear in your social media branding and marketing. The next step, you guys, is when. This is probably one of the most important steps when it comes to social media growth. You got to figure out when you can show up for these people. Okay. Now, consistency does not mean every day. Consistency does not mean 5 times a day. I know you guys have probably heard that from other social media and Instagram coaches. You need to post 3, 5 times a day. I'm here to tell you that that is not realistic. And I don't want you guys experiencing social media burnout. Okay. But consistency is everything. One of the ways that I believe I was really able to grow my account consistently and still to this day grow consistently is because my following knows when to expect me on live, right? So I typically do a live in the mornings. They can typically find me in the mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They can typically find me on Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So they know where to find me. All last summer, I taught a class, a free class. People didn't have to pay nothing to get in. They didn't even have to follow me to get in because my page is public, right? I did a free class every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my followers knew, and non-followers sometimes knew exactly where to find me. So consistency doesn't always mean more. It just means what you can do repeatedly on an ongoing basis. So think about the number of times per week that you can realistically show up with the kids, with the job, with the man, with the extracurricular activities, with all the things that you have going on, or the woman. We got some men on here. I don't know. Whatever, all the things you got going on, right? Think about the number of times per week that you want to post. If it's 2 times, if it's 3 times, if it's 5 times, and then multiply that times 4 weeks, you guys. And that is all the pieces of content that you need for the next 30, 31 days, right? I think that's sometimes the hard part that the hard part where we struggle when it comes to social media, because we're not planning ahead. And I think John's going to talk about that later. So think about how much time you can commit as well to being engaged in the app. Okay. Here's the truth. What you put into the app is what you're going to receive back. Okay. If you are actively engaged on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Clubhouse, whatever social media platform you're using, however much time you're able to commit to being active and engaged in the app is what you're going to receive back. So I don't just go on there posting and I leave. I spend time doing intentional engagement, starting conversations. All of those things are important, right? Relationships, which leads me to my next point. Connections. Okay. The reality is that people connect with people, people buy people. Somebody might like Ja's hair and be like, oh, I'm gonna follow Ja and see what she's talking about, right? They may not even hear her message yet. They may not even hear what she's saying or what she's talking about or fully resonate with it yet. But energy is real, you guys. And people are going to connect with your energy from a picture, from a video, right? And they may not fully understand why, but they're going to make that connection with you. So build relationships with people, you guys, business to business and business to consumer. So me and Ja, we business to business. We got relationships, right? We have a relationship, right? And then my relationship with my clients and followers and customers is business to consumer, right? Be actively engaged, responding to comments, leaving genuine comments, leaving your page, going and engaging with other people, because you can't just sit back, cross your arms, and hope that people find you. If you do that, then you're just you're just isolating yourself. That's really all that you're doing. So be actively engaged on the app, start conversations, genuine conversations, you guys. I can't stress this enough. And this is something that I teach and talk about in my membership group, which Ja gave me permission to talk about at the end. So I'll tell y'all about that at the end. Another way to build connections, you guys, is by telling your story. And I'm actually going to share with you guys a real life client that I had who has shared her story on social media, and it has really grown her account. Talk about Instagram growth and things like that. So I'm going to share with you guys, I believe on the next slide. This is Mary. I hope you guys can see this. The black is her account before we started working together. And then the white is her account now, you guys. You'll notice that we made a couple changes to her profile. You'll notice that her followers have grown. This is work over the last 6 months. Her account has grown. Her branding is very clear and consistent. Her messaging is more clear. So she went from I help women fight PCOS and endometriosis, mommy to her daughter. Her daughter's name is Raven. She's a Baltimore Ravens fan. And she went from that to I help women with PCOS finally balance their hormones by making simple nutrition changes. Okay. And then she has a call to action to grab her free PCOS guide, right? So we got super clear about who she was talking to, not just women with PCOS, but specifically women of color with PCOS, women who want to get pregnant, women who want a balanced diet, you guys. So we got very clear about who she was talking to and the tools that she's using to nurture them and to help them. We got consistent visual branding, and we mastered storytelling. So if you guys can see the picture down in the bottom right that says PCOS and facial hair, this video is Mary showing her before shaving her chin. When she because she has PCOS, she grows facial hair. So this is a video of her showing her facial hair before, and then she transitions to after, where she's all done up and she's made up. And this video exploded her account by her simply telling her story, you guys. This video has almost 1 million views and has exploded her account to the follower count that you see now, almost 3,000. So I wanted to give you guys a real life example of this 5-step process. She identified a problem. She figured out how to solve that problem, who she solved it for, when she could show up. She's showing up very consistently online, and she connected with people by telling her story and sharing who she was. So I hope that all of that makes sense to you all. I'm going to open it up now for Q&A, Ja, and then I will talk a little bit about the membership if we have time after Q&A, but if not, that's fine.
Definitely. That was fire. That was fire. God. That was fire. I'm over here like, yeah, I need to take notes. I need to tell y'all some more stories. Hold up. Y'all don't know about this. So that was great. That was great. So we're going to open up for about 5 to 8 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to really discuss questions. And Coach Shaniqua, if you don't mind touching on the question that we originally had before with Katrina, where it was like, Do you have to have 5,000 followers to get monetized? So what she mean by that? Why people think you got to have 5,000 followers? Is there a rule of thumb? Let me know.
Okay, so I think that a lot of times people think that monetization only comes from Instagram. You can monetize by adding a link to your bio. Okay. Instagram, honestly, in my experience, doesn't pay that well anyway. You need to have like a million or more, views to really monetize, anything that is, substantial. Facebook Reels pays better than, Instagram, I think, and they're the same company. But you can monetize off of your Instagram account with any amount of followers. The important thing is that you're creating products and services that your target audience or client avatar actually want and need, and also building up that authority. And that's one of the things that we talk about in the membership, is I talk to you guys about building authority, identifying your target audience, and how to translate that on social media, right? So if you think about monetization, you can monetize today. If you have a link that you can, create a product or a service, you can add that to your profile, create content around that, and you can start monetizing today once if you have your authority built up. But monetization doesn't only come from Instagram paying you. You can generate your own income through Instagram. So I hope that answers the question.
Definitely. And I would want to say, what's another way to monetize? I know putting the link in our bio, but have you seen any best practices for somebody that might want to start monetizing early?
Um, Through your email list, you could put a link in your bio for something free, and then you can monetize through email marketing. It's not directly through Instagram, but it's still a means of taking people from Instagram into a sales and marketing funnel. So Instagram is like your top tier, and then you get them into that funnel, and then you start marketing and marketing to them through your email list. I know some people who do it exactly like that. They don't have any way for you to purchase, through their profile. You have to join their email list to even learn about their products, about their services, about what they offer. Like, you can't just click the link in their bio and just pay and get the product. You have to be on their email list. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
That's actually the approach I take. A lot of people always come to me and say, "Hey, John, how much you cost? You look like you're expensive. You like this, you like that," and they go searching on my page. They be clicking all around trying to find pricing. You ain't gonna find it. No, I'm just playing. It's really not though. You're not. You're not gonna find it. I gotta talk to you. I gotta see what's up. And yeah, you're gonna get on my email, and you're gonna get an email from me probably every day until you decide that you want to talk to me. And then when you decide you want to talk to me, then that's when we start talking about pricing and all these other great things to make you awesome. So I'm a very advocate of that approach as well. But we had a quick question. What is the number of hashtags to use? So is that a right or wrong number of hashtags to use? Do you believe in you still using hashtags? Let me know. What's up?
You know what? I believe in still using hashtags. You can go into your insights, you guys, and see the number of like reach and people who you've connected with through hashtags on a specific post. So whether that number is 1 or whether that number is 5 million, I'm going to still use hashtags. Because it's not always about a large number. If I can reach even a small number of people through hashtags, I'm still going to use them. Okay. And I want to say that it doesn't matter the number of hashtags that you use. What matters is the quality of the hashtags that you use. Are they well vetted out? Are they speaking to your ideal client? Are they solution based? Are they demographically appropriate, location specific? Are they, speaking to the emotional buying patterns of the people in your target audience? Are you connecting with them? Are you getting on their level? Because if you're only getting your content in front of people in your industry, that's not always the best, right? You need to be getting in front of your client avatar, your target people, right? So there's not a specific number of hashtags to use. It's more so using the correct hashtags. And it doesn't matter if you put them in your caption or in your comment section. That doesn't matter either.
No, oh no, I definitely agree and touch on that. I still believe in hashtags. I use them religiously. I get anywhere from 60 to 300 plus views. Most of my posts, I promise you, it would say 600 and something people seeing it. Half of them would be people that from my page, and like 300 and something would be strictly from hashtags.
Right.
A lot of times, and another just really cool trick with hashtags I teach people is use your city. People are searching hashtags for stuff in their city. I remember I was on the phone And we were talking. I was talking to someone, and we were on the phone, and she was looking for somebody to dye her hair. You know what she did? She put in Houston hairstylist, and she was like, "Oh, you're following this girl already?" I said, "Oh yeah, I am." Didn't know it, but she didn't find her through me saying, "Oh, I know a hairstylist," because I couldn't think of nobody. She found her through putting in Houston hairstylist, and then the hairstylist came up. And this is somebody that's technically already in my network, but I wasn't thinking of them. But because that girl was using hashtags, she still got the client. And this girl, she went and got a hair dye, pay over $300. She from my head. I'm like, God, like shit. So
From a
yeah, how to
hashtag.
use your hashtags. Definitely. Quick thing, we got a few more. Yep, Victoria. I met the two people I work with. I met Victoria is director of communications, my right hand, knows the business better than me. I met her through a hashtag, and we've been working together for like the last 3.5, 4 years. We only met in person one time, but we talk every day. I talk
Wow.
to her every day. We met one time, and we met through a hashtag, just to let you know how hashtags are working. But a really quick
Yeah.
question, another few really quick is, I've been asked to be a brand ambassador for brands in my DM. How do I know if it's legit or scammers?
That's a really good question. And I would check out their profile, maybe do a Google search. I would, see if other people have heard of them. If it's like Yahoo Finance and things like that, no, then I would pass that up. Okay. That's spam. But if it's a legitimate brand and what they're doing aligns with what you're doing and aligns with your target audience, you just have to vet those things out. There's no you know, there's no thing that says if it's a scam or spam or not, right? You just have to vet those things out, do a Google search, see if they have a website, what's on their website, and check out their profile. Are people engaging with their content? Check out the people who are engaging with their content. Make sure that they're not bots, right? You just have to go through your own kind of vetting process to make sure that it's legit.
No, definitely good. They'll hit you on your email too. I get emails every day from people
Yes.
talking about this and that, but that's good. Checking them out, clicking around. And I also too, if they ain't posting nothing, like they ain't real. Like if you're not posting anything and you're not real. Another quick one before we kind of close it out. So this is gonna be our last question. So this I want you to go ahead and DM Coach Shaniqua if you got any more direct questions. If you want to work with her personally, I'm gonna ask this last question, and then Coach Shaniqua, you can go ahead and close us out and let us know about your membership. And we thank you for getting on. But really quick, how do you get to know your Instagram audience better?
That's a really, really good question. How to get to know your Instagram audience better. It really starts with these 5 steps. If you come into social media, remember, you don't conform to social media. Social media conforms to you, and your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you come into social media and you know exactly who it is that you want to help and who you want to target, you're not going to have to get to know them. You already know them. You already know their problems. You already know what they need. You already know the areas at which you can serve, right? If you want to connect with each individual more personally, lives is a great way to do that because you can talk back and forth. Invite them to join you for something special, something specific. Host a webinar, something like this to get them in an intimate setting where you can talk to them and you can interact with them. Start conversations with them, like we talked about in one of the in the connect phase. Start conversations, DM them, respond to their comments, go check out their page. Like I said, if you're just sitting back waiting for people to come and be interested in you, then that's probably not the best approach, right? Go and express interest in them. Ask them the things that you need to know. Start genuine conversations with them, and that will help to build your relationship with them as well. So that was a really great question. Really quick, I do have a membership program. You guys talked about hashtags. I do have a hashtag bundle inside the membership group, which is worth the entire investment of the $79.99. You get instant access to over $1,500 worth of classes, trainings, workbooks, worksheets inside of the membership group. Here are a couple of testimonials. If you guys want to screenshot that and read those later. You can also check them out on my website. I have some video testimonials as well. But inside, we focus on building a mindset for success as well as business strategies and Instagram strategies. Some people don't like Instagram, right? But you still have a business and you still have a brand. So we focus on building a mindset for success. We meditate Monday through Friday. I believe that taking care of the mind and the body and the spirit is very essential to building a business as well. So those are some of the things that we do inside. We meet twice a month for coaching, and then we meet twice a month for virtual co-working sessions. Sometimes it's just the energy and the vibe of like-minded individuals. It is for female entrepreneurs. Sometimes it's just the energy and the vibe, of connecting with others who are like you, and that will help to propel you forward along the way as well. So thank you, Ja, so much for inviting me. I appreciate you trusting me to come on here and share the stage with you virtually. So I'm gonna pass it back to you.
Yo, you did great. That was good. That was good. And just FYI, y'all, I'm gonna bring someone else up really quick. Armand. Shaniqua is actually a part of what I'm about to say. On Wednesday nights, every Wednesday, we do a marketing call that we go over for small business owners. So we go over content marketing strategies. It's on Clubhouse. We do it every Wednesday. It's actually with Coach Shaniqua, with my guy Armand, that you guys about to hear from very, very briefly, and a few other marketers that we get on. But it's the three of us usually, always, and then we add some other people on. But really quick, again, I want to bring Armand up. Armand is actually, again, another person I met through this metaverse network we go through. But he actually has, him and his partner have an organization called the Moguls Connect. And the Moguls Connect is a super dope organization for entrepreneurs, and definitely people that ultimately just want to grow their business online. They treat me so well in this organization. It's like, oh my God. And I wanted him to just kind of tell you a little bit about it and what we got going on later tonight. That's going to be really beneficial for everybody on this call. So Armand, I'm gonna make you a host really quick, and then I want to ping you up. So let me see. Can y'all see Armand right there? You up there?
I hope I'm up here.
Up here? Can y'all see Armand? Is Armand up? I think put it in the chat. Let me know. You pinned on my end.
What's going on, Eric? First of all, I know everyone that was in the room has been getting some amazing value from y'all. I know the energy has been through the roof, and that everything that you guys were able to teach, people are going to be able to implement right away for some amazing results. So real quick, just for anyone who doesn't know me, I see a couple people in the chat. Shout out to Sam. Samantha Rosetta, oh my goodness, she's doing amazing things. We also have connected. So first things first, I want to say thank you to Ja and Shaniqua. I should appreciate y'all, and Ja just for putting this space together. So my name is Armand. I'm the founder of Sigma Solution Marketing and Consulting Services, and I am the co-founder of Moguls Connect with my partner Preston Baker. And we're really opening up the Moguls Connect community to be a space for entrepreneurs to really develop the mogul within through resources, networking, partnerships, marketing information, business information. And we've really been able to do a lot over the last couple months in terms of building together. Every connection that we've had, we've really been able to maximize. And we were blessed, and I truly mean the word blessed, to be able to connect with someone like Ja, to be able to connect with Shaniqua, to be able to connect with everyone. So understanding that has been really amazing. Hold on, let me see some real quick. Oh, my fault. I was over here reading the comments, but it's been a really amazing thing. I think it's been helpful for everyone that we've met. A cool thing that we do every Saturday, we've been doing it for the last almost 9 months now, oh man, really, it's 9 months. It's crazy how time flies. It's been the last 9 months we've been doing a networking hot seat, which is a great space for entrepreneurs to come up, promote their business, talk about their goals, talk about how the community can support one another. As everyone in the room has seen just from what Ja's been able to put together today, Ja and Shaniqua, it's amazing to see how people can come together and really be able to learn something. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to be the smartest person in the room if you have people in the room that are able to give you the knowledge that you need to help supplement you in certain areas. And truthfully, I look at the networking hot seat as one of the quickest ways to grow your following. I can guarantee that you get on, it's 10 new followers every time, just from people being able to come up and see your business. There's so many people that are able to resonate with you. And one thing I like to say about just energy, I'm heavy into energy, talking about energy, and we can feel energy through our phone. We can feel energy through the computer screen. So I know y'all felt the energy when Shaniqua was delivering her fire presentation. I know you're about to feel the energy when Ja turns up and says what she has to share. And it's the same way with going on live. If you're at a certain energy, certain people are not even going to come onto your live because they're not in the same energy as you. So imagine all of these entrepreneurs that are vibrating at the same energy, that want to be able to support one another, being in a room. That's been a really amazing experience. And I really enjoy that. In addition to that, we also have, like I said, I'm partnered with two amazing people, with Ja and Shaniqua, being able to do the marketing Wednesday clubhouse rooms. I think that anytime someone comes in there, they're able to get some really beneficial knowledge on marketing. And I look at marketing as something that we have to be studying on a consistent basis. There's never too much information that we can learn. And as long as I know Shaniqua is going to get on me, as long as you apply the information that you're learning, don't just keep, you got to apply the information that you're learning. So I know Shaniqua and Ja, they're gonna make sure that everything that they're teaching today, that you guys apply. So if you guys apply what they're teaching, definitely make sure you come over to the networking hot seat one day, one Saturday. It will definitely be something that will be beneficial for you. Honestly, what would be a fun activity if you're down to come out to the networking hot seat? I would love for you to come on and share something that you guys learned from today's presentation with Ja and Shaniqua, because the easiest way for you to be able to implement something is to first be able to share it and then be able to go out and do it. So if you're down, hey, I take some notes, share at least one thing from your notes and come out. And as you know, we're all about supporting one another. Any way that I could support Ja and anything, I'm here for it. Any way that I can support Shaniqua, I'm here for it. So that's what the community is like. And that's what entrepreneurship should be like, because a lot of us are being the first time entrepreneur, first person in our family that's trying to create that legacy that's going to, set up that generational wealth that we speak of. Well, we need to support each other to be able to do that. So that's what Moguls Connect community is. I really couldn't do anything in the marketing community without Ja and Shaniqua. So I'm going to turn it back over to them. And I look to see y'all soon.
Facts. Appreciate it. Yeah, facts, man. Appreciate that. Just a quick tidbit: the networking hot seat is on Instagram. So get on Instagram and you can follow Armand the Manifester on Instagram. Armand, put your Instagram in the chat so they'll know when you go live. So when he go live, you guys will be pinged. But pretty much how the networking hot seat work is Armand, and then it's Preston. Preston is the other founder of the Moguls Connect, and they get on there and they bring up different business owners on a consistent basis that tell about their business for like 5 to 7 minutes. So for 5 to 7 minutes, you just on there talking with them one-on-one about your business. And the lives range. So as far as people, it always range with the amount of people, but it's not really about that. I promise you guys, I'm not no fluff. I get at least 10 new followers every time off that live. Like every time off that live, I get 10 new followers. And let me tell you something else. Last weekend, I was really trying to hit 11K, right? And I was trying to hit 11K and I was like, fuck. I'm sorry. I was like, dang, I'm like 6 people away from 11K. I'm like 6 people away from 11K. Well, I'm gonna do it. And you know what happened? I got on the network and hot seat. They need to use this as a testimony. My bad for not telling y'all this. I got on the network and hot seat and I just brought the energy. And guess what? When I got off, I was 11K. I said, yeah, this is last Saturday. 11K followers. I was on the brick of getting it, and I got on the network and hot seat, and that's what pushed me over. And now I'm just strolling from there. So like that's a real life testimony with them hot seats. They're valuable. They're needed. People actually follow, show love, and it's not just fluff. Like really get on and see what's up tonight. Like get on. What time is it? 9. It's at 9 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, we start at 9. I can't tell you what time Club Hot Seat ends because the club, it go on to the people going. Honestly, sometimes Preston has like 10 people in line waiting to get up. So honestly, anybody that hasn't come up, you're more than welcome to join, talk about your business and, connect. Let's do that.
No, facts. Definitely appreciate you getting on really quick. I just wanted that quick commercial break to bring y'all even more value on another place you can find resources. We're all about resources and just that value aspect. But guys, so we're gonna bring this plane in for a close. Before we bring it in for a close, y'all know I gotta take it over really quick, man. So I'm excited. Well, if you don't know, my name is John Allen. I'm a content strategist. So I help small business owners and ultimately entrepreneurs create an online brand presence using content. So we really focus heavily on content, and we take your content and find other ways to distribute it to ultimately gather more leads and ultimately turn those leads into sales. But it all starts with me when it comes to content. So really, really quick for the last about 15 minutes or so, I want to give you guys this value aspect. And I give it to all my clients. And I see like one of my clients on right now. So she probably already know what I'm about to go into, but it's the content bundle. So I created this one time, and when I created it, I was just like, this is dope. It makes sense, but I didn't think it was going to make this much sense. And it's turned out to be one of the best free products, or I guess, like, what would you call it? The most valuable thing I've ever created. It's so valuable that I give it to all my clients now. And I just give it to people because ultimately you got to do it. But after you do it, you still got to execute it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen, but I'm also gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put a link in the chat that's gonna take you directly to what I call the content bundle. So the content bundle, and what it is essentially it's gonna help you pull out all those ideas and things in your head, put it on paper, and the things that we put on paper are gonna be what you're gonna create content around. That's ultimately what the bundle is. Because a lot of times I found a lot of people struggle with not knowing, well, I don't know what to post, Ja. So like, I want you to let me know, participate with me real quick, put a 1 in the chat if you like, most of the time you just don't know what to post. It's not that you don't want to post, it's literally just, I don't know what I want to post. Put a 1 in the chat if that's usually you. You're like, I don't know, I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, cool. I see a few ones. I see a few ones. I see a few ones. Okay, so this bundle actually helps you figure out those deadbolts about you not knowing what to post. So I'm gonna share my screen really quick and I'm gonna show y'all how it works. And I also want to make it to where you can download it. So I put the link in the chat for you to check it out. But this is super valuable. So I've heard, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it. So let me make myself a host again and I can share my screen. Or you have to make me a host, Shaniqua, my bad. I turned it over to you. Just click the 3 dots. Yes, sir. Okay, somebody coming in. I'm a host. Okay, cool. Bet. So I'm back. All right, so you should see this if you're on your computer. If not, just check the chat. So pretty much it's the content bundle. And the content bundle, again, it's just gonna help you pull all those ideas out of your head, get them on paper. And then once we get those ideas on paper, we're gonna create a calendar when we're gonna post those ideas. So let's start up here. And I'm gonna run through this super quick and it's gonna be a quick overview. But what I did was I created a video. So if you click this right here, this YouTube video is about 8 minutes and it's me going over it in complete detail for you. But right now I'm gonna do a quick overview just so you can get the gist of it. So essentially, when it comes to your content, you only want to talk about a few things on your page. So it's not that complicated as sometimes we might make it seem. So a lot of times you want to talk about 3 to 5 different things on your page. Now, when I say 3 to 5 topics, I'm meaning like this. So this is for a fitness instructor, but I'm gonna even get more niche and I'm gonna do it for myself. And y'all gonna be like, oh, Ja, you do that. And I'll be like, yeah, I just do exactly what's on this bundle. So like, I want everybody to pull this up on your computer if you're on your computer, and it'll probably be beneficial if you work through this really quick with me. Because a lot of times we might see something and we be like, oh, I get it. And then you're gonna get off this call and you really don't get it. So I want you to kind of work through it with me just a little bit. And then if you really don't get it, you can put a question in the chat and then we can kind of go over it really quickly together. But let's run it. All right, so it's only gonna be 5 things that you wanna talk about on your page. So for me, my 5 things, I would go through it like this. I would say podcasting is the thing. So I don't want you to put the minor things. I want you to put the top notch. So it's going to be like the top main thing. So for me, again, it would be podcasting. I would say content, of course. So content, or I would say my services. Do like that. And then the next thing I would talk about on my page is personal, like lifestyle, just being cool and stuff. And then I'm kidding. And then and those are probably the 3 things that I talk about personally on my page when it comes to me: podcasting, services, personal lifestyle. If I wanted to add 2 more things, I could probably add something of, really, I wouldn't add. Those are the 3 things that I want to talk about on my page. So it can range from 3 to 5 things. For me, it's as simple as these 3. But like, let's say you're a fitness instructor, they have more like 5. So they can talk about workouts, nutrition, mentality, products, and training services. But let's say you're somebody like me and we make it simple. and you only want to talk about 3 things on your page. So for me, if I'm talking about podcasting, that's the top tier. Now I want you to think about what type of content can you create around this topic. So again, for me, podcasting, I can say I can talk about the guests that's going to be on there. I can talk about snippets from the actual podcast that'll lead somebody to watching the full episode. I can talk about someone wanting to be an advertiser on my podcast. So all of these are different pieces of content. So when I say talk about it, I'm meaning I can make a piece of content about my guests. I can make a piece of content about snippets that happen from the actual podcast. I know that's spelled wrong, forgive me. I can make content about people wanting to be an advertiser on the podcast. And those are probably be the 3 things that I would talk about when it comes to just my podcast as a whole. And then we talk about services. So again, I help small business owners with their content. So my services are going to be all around content. So if I wanted to talk about my services, the different ways I can do that is an educational post. It's not directly me talking about my services, but if I make an educational post, it's showing you I know what I'm talking about in this realm of things. So that's me talking about my services. I can make a plain out flyer that just tells you, hey, contact me. This is my services. Another piece of content, if I wanted to do it, which I do, is I can record myself with a client and talking. That's me talking about my services. So talking with a client. So again, put it in the chat, put a 2 in the chat if this is making sense. Cause I know sometimes I can be just going with things. Put a 2 in the chat if this is really making sense to you. So I want to make sure we're on the same page before I just keep running it. Okay, bet. True. Okay, cool. We running. All right. So let's go back. So I can make a piece of content talking with one of my customers. That's a piece of content for me. And then I keep going. So, and then let's say personal life/lifestyle. Now I noticed with me, to be honest, I don't really like personal life/lifestyle stuff on social media. But going back to Coach Shaniqua's point, I've found with my content, sometimes people like that from me because I don't really talk about it at all. So for me, it kind of works in a different realm. When I post kind of lifestyle, wanting to be cool, that usually does well for me because usually I'm usually just talking about business. So again, if you go back to knowing your audience and looking at your analytics, try to pay attention, even if the content doesn't relate directly to your products or services. What is the type of content that's doing well on your page that potentially you can post to just get more eyes on what you're doing? So kind of going back to Coach Shaniqua's point, when she was like, I might just follow Ja because I like her hair. Believe it or not, people do that. I remember somebody just commented recently, oh my God, I couldn't stop looking at your hair. They wouldn't even care about what I was talking about. They was worried about my hair. And at first that used to kind of annoy me a little bit, but I've come to find that sometimes different things about yourself would just draw more eyes to your page. And essentially those eyes can go further. So for me, personal or lifestyle would be motivational. So sometimes I post a lot of motivational posts that I just kind of relate to, that I know other people will relate to. I'll post something like that. For me, personal lifestyle, if I step out to a lounge or a club, I'll purposely post stuff like that because again, people aren't used to seeing me in that light. So when they do see me in that light, that type of content does well for me. So stepping out. Another piece of content, if I just want to be cool, those days when you just looking good, feeling good, you like, let me snap me up. That type of content, again, does well for me because I'm usually not trying to be the lifestyle influencer. So when I do turn into that, I don't know why people like it. So that's kind of the stuff that I do sometimes just to get more eyes on my page. To give you an example, I was talking with someone earlier and I was like, man, how can I really stand out? And she helped me. She helped me. I was like, you know what, tomorrow on my podcast, people usually see me all in a button up or a pullover. I'm gonna wear an Adidas suit tomorrow. And I'm only doing it again because I understand that when people see me more relaxed or just like in that cool setting, it does something to them. I don't know what, but again, just really paying attention to how can I implement what's working into my content. And I know I'm going on a tangent a little bit now, but I'm just getting kind of passionate because I like content. This is what I do. And an influencer I like, Marty, you should follow him. He's like my content master influencer that I like, not master, that's pushing it, but he's a guy that I really like on social media. But anyways, on social media, pretty much he talked about yesterday where it was like your content strategy, everybody's trying to steal everybody's strategy when it comes to posting popular reels or trending sounds and things like that. But really, your content strategy is just your lifestyle infused into your content. That's it. Like, you don't gotta try to do too much except be yourself, but find ways to infuse what you already do into posting it on your content or posting it on your page or posting it somewhere. But I would say again, going back to this, so if I want to do personal lifestyle, for me is motivational when I'm stepping out or when I'm just looking good. And this will be my content strategy. And then if we go to my page, if you notice, this is very simple. So a lot of times when I be like, oh, I don't know what to post, all I do is revert back to what am I talking about on my page? So if you go to my page, and I'm gonna show you exactly, like, just practice what you preach a little bit. Again, this will be motivational or lifestyle. This is my podcast. This is a snippet from my podcast. This is me more just out. This is the picture I was telling you about when the girl was like, oh, I just look, do your thing. I couldn't watch this without noticing your locks. She didn't even she didn't care about my stuff. She just cared about my locks. Going through snippets from podcasts, lifestyle. You see, if you really pay attention, all my posts are the same. I talk about the same stuff over. Look at it. It's just, I look at it sometimes and be like, this is winning. Over and over again, I'm talking about the same stuff, but I only focus on about 3 things on my page. Podcasts, if I want to be in my lifestyle type of moment, or if I'm talking about something with education. That's the only thing you're going to see me talk about. And it just transitions, and that's how I'm able to. I do post 3 to 5 times a day. Well, I post three times a day. That's how I'm able to post 3 times a day, because I just post about 3 different things from this list. I'll post about my podcast, my services, lifestyle. Watch this: podcast, lifestyle, podcast, my services. That's it. So I don't want to take too much of this, because I know I can keep going on a tangent because I just love this stuff, but I hope that helped. Did any of this help or make sense when it comes to an effective way to how you can create more content on a consistent basis? Let me know in the chat. Let me know, okay, so much makes sense. Okay, Ben, give me something, because I'm like, is this making sense? Is this helping? Okay, heck yeah, it did. All right, bet. Yeah. Okay, cool. Get that bundle, y'all. Like, get that bundle. I'm telling you, let me put it back in the chat. Like, just take it, do something with it. You know what I'm saying? And even on the bundle too, and I'm gonna end it. I know we only got like a few minutes, y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all for too long. Let me see. Hold up, go back. Can you see my screen? Y'all see my, just nod your heads. I can see y'all. Okay, cool. If you go all the way down, I put some social media scheduling apps. It's myths around this, and Coach Shaniqua can probably touch on this. So people like, it lowers your engagement and things like that. I tell my clients, if you're gonna use a social media app to kind of offset that, you say, no, it's not true. Okay, cool, it's not true. But I say, if you believe it's true or whatever, I try to do too. So like, if you're gonna use an engagement app, I would use use a social media app and make it schedule for you, but still remember to get on social media. Don't just think you can just post and like just have this thing scheduled for you. Get on social media, engage. You can control your engagement. Okay, cool. The boss has spoken. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But this is some scheduling apps you can use. And then if you want to edit some content, there's some video and social media apps that you can use. I personally teach all my clients how to use all these services when it comes to us working together one-on-one. So if you want to hear more about that, definitely. But if not, just take this bundle and run with it. You know, take the bundle, run with it. And I think ultimately that'll help you at least not be able to post once a day until you're ready for the strategy part. So I'm gonna bring this plane to a close, and I'm gonna let you do this. If you got a few questions, I'm gonna answer like 2 to 3 questions before we start ending this and hopping off. While y'all typing in the chat, I want to let you know, Victoria, my right hand, the best person on the team, has actually been collecting everybody's name that's actually on this call, because we're doing this thing where we giving stuff away. So I know, like, I want to really praise y'all, because y'all on here actually building your business. You need to be rewarded for things like that. We don't appreciate that as much. So Coach Shaniqua is going to actually be doing a social media audit, and you see she's bombing what she do. I mean, like, it's no question about that. It's obvious that she's bombing what she's do. So she's going to be giving that social media audit that she actually does for clientele for free. But the only way that you can actually get it is if you are on this call. So all of y'all that's on this call, we actually collecting everybody's name to announce who's going to win this actual social media audit from Coach Shaniqua. We're going to take everybody's name. Victoria putting y'all into some kind of wheel, she say. I don't know. You know, Victoria's going to handle that, but it's some kind of wheel she's going to put y'all in that's going to randomly pick the winner. And I'm going to announce the winner next Saturday on that call. So at the beginning of the call, that's all I need you to do. Just get on. Like, first of all, you need to get on for your business, but get on, because the first 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna be talking about who won the giveaway and who's gonna be working with Coach Shaniqua on their social media audit. So definitely drop your questions. I want to end this on time, but definitely if you got any questions when it relates to content strategy, social media, any questions or anything from me, from Coach Shaniqua, definitely put it in the chat. But we want to respect y'all time. We might go over 5 to 7 minutes if y'all down to stick around. But definitely, if you got any questions or any concerns, put them in the chat. Let us know. We are here for you. This is informative. You can control your engagement. It makes sense, but probably gonna have to get your services because I can't think of it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's on you, baby. Yeah. Hey, just just rhyme, you just rhyme. Yeah. Definitely see the process. Love it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. This made absolute sense. Easier to post. Definitely easier to post. I'm revamping my bundle. That's Miss Sonia. Yeah, y'all need to check out Miss Sonia, the jewelry instructor, the bead bar. She out here in Houston. Check out Miss Sonia. She's definitely got some dope stuff coming. I'm super excited about. But I love you. I would DM about if you should post rails. Okay, I would DM about if you should post rails on feed or remove them after a few days. I don't never remove my rails. Coach Shaniqua, do you have anything specific to that?
So I did see that question earlier, but I didn't know if you were going to have enough time to go back to it. Anything that you post, why wouldn't you post it to your feed? Because you want to have a piece of content. You want your profile to be like your portfolio. And if you're posting anything, a reel, a live, a static post, a carousel, if you're posting anything that is valuable to somebody who could come to your page at any given moment, you want to keep that up there. I say that you absolutely should post reels to your feed, because the way that the algorithm works is your content goes to your followers first. If your followers don't engage with it because you didn't share it to your feed, then it's going to be challenging for you to really get exponential growth or reach when it comes to your reels and your videos. Yes, hashtags will get you reach and hashtags will, get you some views. However, you may not see as much because these people are not well vetted when they're coming across you in a hashtag, right? They're not as vetted. They're not as invested in you. They haven't chosen to really connect with you. So you may not get as much reach if you don't post it to your feed. You will still get views. You will still get reach, but when you post it to your feed, you just get that many more. However many followers you have that much more ability to connect with those people. So I say post it to your feed. The thing about social media, you guys, is that for every person who says yes, you'll find 10 people who say no. The reality is none of us work for Instagram, and we can only teach you based off of our experiences, right? We can only teach you based on our experience with our accounts and our clients. So, you can find somebody who maybe doesn't agree with that. But the truth about it is, when it comes to coaching and when it comes to working with people, and when it comes to growing your business and finding people that you connect with, right? Find the people who you resonate with the most and stick with them. We were talking earlier about information junkie, right? You can't learn effectively if you're going from person to 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 person. All right. So find who resonates well with you and stick with that person. I had the same coach for the last 2 years. Nobody can tell me nothing. If anybody has anything bad to say about her, I'm closing my ears. I don't want to hear it. So, you got to find who resonates well with you and who makes sense. I am very much a person who believes that you should have your personal picture as your profile picture. Other people will say absolutely not. You need to have your logo. So you got to find who, works well for you.
Definitely. And on that note, I want to invite y'all again to next Saturday. I'm gonna have Jeremy on. We're gonna be talking about blogging. A lot of people forget about blogging, entering publications, and really using that form of content, not only on social media, but through Medium and a couple of different other sources. So I'm gonna have Jeremy on next Saturday to talk about that. We only gonna stick on an hour. And remember, if you want to know if you won, you got to get on next Saturday call. Just hop on and tell me. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell me if you. Well, not tell me. I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, just hop on. Just hop on. Yes, blogging. But I don't want to take too much of y'all Saturday. I want to respect everybody's time. And I'm going to say that's going to be it. Follow everybody on Instagram, ja.allen, JHA.ALLEN, at the Coach Shaniqua on Instagram. Get on the networking hot seat tonight if you want 10 new followers. Follow Armand for that. If you want 10 new followers, get on the networking hot seat tonight. And definitely I'll see y'all next Saturday. Victoria got everybody named, so make sure you're on to see if you won. But that's going to be it, and you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.